Welcome to Buffalo, New York, where EA Sports presents the NHL regular season game between the Ottawa Senators and the Buffalo Sabres.
I'm Jim Houston with Darryl Ray. I hope this is a barn burner.
It looks like it's setting up to be a dandy.
And here's how the goalies match up. Hasek goes head-to-head against Rhodes. Zoltok wins the draw cleanly. Zoltok to the net. Hasek made the glove save to Shannon. McEachran jars the puck loose. Pekka passes over to the wing. Pekka into the offensive zone. To center. Moves in. To McEachran. Barnaby blocked the pass.
We'll have to wait for a report, but it doesn't look good.
Primo gets to the circle. He'll face off against Gardner. The puck is dropped. Pass intercepted to Ward. Ward winds up. Gardner then made the pass. To Gardner. To Gardner. His pass intercepted by Netzcash. To Gardner. Moves in. Stoned by Hasek. To McKee. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. A delayed penalty call against Ottawa. Cunnyworth gets called for hooking.
Ottawa penalty to number 7, Randy Cunnyworth, 2 minutes for hooking.
The ref gets ready to drop the puck. Buffalo has a fresh line on the ice. To Arvidsson. The puck's knocked loose by Arvidsson. To Yashin. Woolley passed it to Hasek. The pass is made, but it was over 2 lines. Holzinger won the draw. To Holzinger. He's nailed by Zoltok. Odette moves in. He scores! Cunnyworth leads the box as they put that power play goal up on the board.
So let's have another look. Here he has the puck. He let a wrist shot go, and it found a home in the back of the net.
Pekka gets to the circle. He'll face off against Ponk.
Buffalo goal scored on the power play by number 28, Donald Audette, assisted by number 8, Daryl Shannon, and number 19, Brian Holzinger.
To Netzcash. To Netzcash. Pass intercepted by Brown. Bonk to Murray. To center. To the net. Saved by Hasek. To Schmelik. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. The Senators are changing on the go. Towards the net. Sanderson out of his own zone. He's got a breakaway! Arvidsson starts out. He's nailed by McKee. Wilson knocked the net loose. Holzinger gets possession off the draw. Woolley gets the puck to Odette. 4:50 into the first period. Gardner won the draw. Buffalo has a fresh line on the ice. Rhodes stops him. Gives it to Cunneyworth. Rhodes gets the puck to Redden. Pass intercepted. Gardner winds up. Cunneyworth scores! Plant gets to the circle. He'll face off against Yashin.
Ottawa goal, scored by number 7, Randy Cunneyworth, assisted by number 25, Bruce Gardner.
Plant beats out the icing call. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Yashin passes it across to Arvidsson. Verada jars the puck loose. Sanderson fired it. Pitlick gets the puck to Arvidsson. Yashin over to the wing. Ottawa has a clear path to the net. Yashin then blasted it from point-blank range. Hasek gives it to Plant. Wilson starts out. The Sabres start changing on the go. Rhodes moves it on. Kravchuk moves it on. Ottawa 1. Sabres 1. Passes it across to Schmelik. Moves in. Arvidsson passes across. Yashin to center. He winds up to Primo. Ottawa needs to get a fresh line out there. Buffalo. Primo scores! The teams line up for the faceoff. Ottawa has a fresh line on the ice.
Buffalo goal, scored by number 22, Wayne Primo, assisted by number 4, Mike Wilson, and number 39, Dominic Hasek.
To Dackel. Dackel starts out. The Senators will change on the fly. 1:43 left in the period. Wilson passed it on. Rhodes moves it to Gardner. Netzcash goes to Cunneyworth. Offside against Buffalo. Yashin gets possession off the draw. Ottawa leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. Rhodes moves the puck to Pitlick. Interception.
Last minute of play in the first period.
It was kept out by Rhodes. Rhodes moves it on. Ottawa has a fresh line on the ice. What a hit! Buffalo gets called for cross-checking.
Buffalo penalty to number 37, Curtis Brown. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
They move into position for the faceoff. Holzinger gets waved out of the faceoff circle. Shatan to face off against Zoltok. The Ottawa Senators win the faceoff. Only 30 seconds remaining in the period. Good, clean hit. 20 seconds to go. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. To Zoltok. Chips it ahead to Shatan. After one period, Buffalo is ahead by a goal.
Fans are reminded that there is a wide range of quality food and beverages available.
Time now for the second period of EA Sports NHL 99. The ref gets ready to drop the puck. Schmelik passes across. Buffalo clinging to the lead right now. Moves in to Shatan. He winds up. Laukkanen out of his own zone. Over to Alfredsson. To Holzinger. Buffalo looking to increase its lead. Towards the net. Holzinger passes across. Shatan scores!
Here's another look at how that one went in. Here he has the puck. He fed his teammate with a pass. Shatan takes the shot and beat the goalie.
They move into position for the faceoff. They drop the puck.
Buffalo goal scored shorthanded by number 81, Miroslav Shatan, assisted by number 19, Brian Holzinger, and number 42, Richard Schmelik.
Alexei Yashin was drafted second overall by the Ottawa Senators in 1992. Who went first?
Roman Hamrlik was taken by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Rhodes passes into the middle. Buffalo returns to full strength as the penalty expires. Hasek saves it to Zhitnik. Zhitnik into the middle. The Sabres change up their lines. To Verada. Plant over to the wing. Sanderson winds up. Quick shot. Sanderson scores!
Let's take another look at what happened. Here he has the puck, who passed the puck, takes the shot, and beat the goalie.
Pekka gets to the circle. He'll face off against Zoltok.
Buffalo goal, his 5th of the season, scored by number 80, Jeff Sanderson.
Zoltok chips it ahead to Kravchuk. McEachran to Dackel. McEachran intercepts the pass. Hasek passes ahead. It was kept out by Hasek. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Towards the net. Over to Kravchuk. Kravchuk shoved by Audette. Moves in. Zoltok winds up. Robbed by Hasek. Schmelik over to the wing. The Sabres are ahead by 3 goals. Holzinger to the net. To Kravchuk. Kravchuk fakes the shot. Ottawa leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. Ottawa has really been moving the puck around well. Shannon to Holzinger. 4:28 into the second period. Audette moves in. To Shannon. He fired it from the slot. To Arvidsson. To Yashin. To Alfredsson. Woolley gets the puck to Plant. A penalty's been called. Penalty against the Senators for cross-checking.
Ottawa penalty to number 4, Chris Phillips. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Pekka gets to the circle. He'll face off against Zoltok. The Sabres win the face-off. Moves in. The pass was intercepted. Zoltok cleared the puck. Ottawa steals the pass. Shot by Alfredsson. Hasek kept it out. Shoots! Hasek moves it to Audette. The Sabres lead by 3 goals. 1:05 left in the penalty. Hasek moves the puck to Woolley. Laukkanen fakes a shot from the neutral zone. Woolley passes it across to Zhitnik. Zhitnik into the attacking zone. Zoltak cleared the puck. Ottawa leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. Odette out of his own zone. Pitlick hits him. To Odette. Odette passes across. Time runs out on the penalty to Phillips. Laukkanen was blasted.
He's known for that.
Brown checked him. Buffalo has a solid lead. The save was then made by Rhodes. Plays the puck to Pitlick. Pitlick chips it ahead to Laukkanen. To Alfredson. Ottawa has a fresh line on the ice. Woolley moves it ahead. The Buffalo Sabres still lead by 3. Ottawa was offside. They drop the puck. Buffalo has a fresh line on the ice. McKee to the net. They drop the puck. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Rhodes stopped it. Buffalo needs to get a fresh line out there. Odette whacks him. Zoltak passes it across. The Sabres still lead by 3 goals. Woolley goes to Odette to center.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Buffalo has fresh legs on the ice. Ottawa has a fresh line on the ice. Zhitnik passes it across. Verada jars the puck loose. To Verada. The Buffalo Sabres go offside. Primo gets kicked out of the faceoff circle. The ref gets ready to drop the puck. Buffalo has fresh legs on the ice. Ottawa needs to get a fresh line out there. To Yashin. 10 seconds remaining in the period. Shoots! After 2 periods, Buffalo is ahead 4-1.
Fans, there are still good seats available for the next game, but don't delay because they won't last long.
Time now for the third period of EA Sports NHL 99. Pekka gets to the circle. He'll face off against Zoltak. The save was then made by Hasek. Buffalo with a commanding lead in this one. Moves in to the net. To Pitlick. Pitlick moves it over to the wing. To the net. Zoltak winds up. To Brown. The Sabres will change on the fly. To Odette. Pitlick over to Kravchuk. Both teams are passing well in this game. Schmelik passes ahead. Zoltak hits him to the net. Great hit! McEachran moves it on to Dackel. Ottawa should be making a line change soon. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Hasek kept it out. He plays the puck to Schmelik. Holzinger passes across. To the net. Shatan passes across. The puck's knocked loose by Odette. Ottawa leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. Both teams are passing well in this game. To Dackel. To McEachran. Holzinger gets the puck to Shatan. Buffalo looks to be in control of this game. Holzinger to center. Moves in. Pass intercepted to Dackel. Dackel starts out. Ottawa looks exhausted out there. Dackel one-timed it from point-blank range. Odette over to the wing. The Sabres will change on the fly. Odette winds up to McEachran. The Senators move the puck out of their own zone. To Pekka. Buffalo leads by 3. Moves in. Pekka to the net. Odette runs over nets cash. The Sabres will change on the fly. Shot! Passes ahead to Gardner. Gardner out of his own zone. 5:26 left in the game. Passes it across to Woolley. to Primo. Buffalo has a clear path to the net. Rhodes holds onto it. The ref gets ready to drop the puck. Game on! Buffalo won the draw. To Yashin. Barada moves it right in front. Sanderson over to the wing. The Sabres start changing on the go. Ottawa gets called for hooking.
Ottawa penalty to number 27, Yanni Laukkonen. 2 minutes for hooking.
Buffalo should be making a line change soon. The Sabres lead by 3 goals. Stoned by Hasek. Hasek moves the puck to Pekka. 1:29 left in the penalty. Odette to Brown. Odette moves in. Pekka shoots. Buffalo leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. Ottawa needs to get a fresh line out there. Hasek moves it on. Zhitnik passes ahead. Arvidsson whacked him. To Woolley. One-timer. To Redden. To center. Buffalo 4, Senators 1. To Odette. To Woolley.
They set up the shot they wanted but couldn't beat him.
Time runs out on the penalty to Laukkonen. Buffalo will have to have another player take the faceoff. Shatan gets to the circle. He'll face off against Zoltak. And they drop the puck. Zoltak gets possession off the draw. The puck's knocked loose by Odette. 2:16 left in the game. The Senators change up their lines. Wilson out of the corner. Just 2 minutes to go. Buffalo leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. Rhodes hangs onto the puck. Ottawa needs to get a fresh line out there. Buffalo looks to be in control of this game. Zoltak moves it into the middle. Ottawa really needs to get another line out on the ice. Dackel winds up to Holzinger. Sabres 4, the Ottawa Senators 1. McEachran passes ahead.
Last minute of play in the third period.
Zoltak knocked Holzinger. Woolley passes across. To Woolley. To McEachran. We have a penalty that's been called. Penalty called for elbowing.
Buffalo penalty to number 44, Alexei Zhitnik. 2 minutes for elbowing.
Holzinger gets to the circle. He'll face off against Zoltak. Buffalo has a solid lead. Zoltak passes it across. To Zoltak. Then the pass was intercepted. McEachran winds up. Cleared. That's it. This one is over. The Sabres have beaten Ottawa.